what's the difference. So we're going to start off from our Label Maker M110. Sorry, I will need to put in this one. Great, great, great. All right, so that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so we have this two printer, right? And we're gonna start off from this one. So if you guys not sure how to use it, now I have this label. So it's a really wonderful label maker. So this one, basically we have a few buttons. This one is the power button, and that one is for fatting the paper. And these two buttons together, you could actually change the setting about this printer. And here we have this charging cord and nothing else. So this one, if you need to open the lid, how you're going to do it is actually do it like this. Open it through your hands. And this one, inside here is a label holder, okay? And you need to put in the paper into this label holder for it to work. Okay, so now I'm going to change with this rainbow label paper. It's one of my favorite paper. And I'm going to show you guys how it works. Hi everyone, if you're here for the first time, feel free to drop in and say hello. My name is Elma. Welcome to Phomemo live stream, Phomemo tutorial live stream on YouTube. Alright, so if you want to use this one, right, you want to change with this paper, you just need to import this paper. And when you install the paper, there's one thing you need to make note is that this is our printing head, right, facing in the wall. So when you put in the paper, you have to make sure the printing side is facing towards the printing head. That is the thing you need to remember when you install the paper. So that should be the correct way. And then we peel off this protective paper and just put it in here and then pull it out. So that is just basically everything we need to remember when we install the paper. Great, great, great. Just do it like this, grab it to this roller position. In this case, it will keep the printing, it will keep the paper going out. Okay, now we need to turn on the power. So that's everything, and you can fet the paper. So once you click on the right button, it will detect the size, the gap for this label, and it won't print like off center or something. Okay, and also here for this printer, it has this built-in color, so make it easier for us to peel off the label like this. So that is our M110. And this one, all our label maker actually support with Bluetooth connection. They all support with Bluetooth connection. So if you want to print from your mobile devices, you just need to download an app called Printmaster. This one is available for free, okay, on Apple Store and Google Play Store, and that is our homepage of this print app. And occasionally we might have some deals informations on inside our app. You could check them up. And on the right top corner, if you want to connect with this printer, you will need to connect this printer through the right top corner printer logo there, and then wait for the signal of this M110, and here you just tap for connect. Tap to connect and it will guide you back to this home page. And here you could create your new labels, or you could choose the label paper. We have the setting for each paper, okay? We have the setting for each paper. And this is the labels I used for last time, okay? This is the labels I used for last time. And actually we could go to, because we're using color labels, so we go to here. But in here, actually you will see all this different paper we have as options, so you can really just choose any of it. Wow, now we also have these as rectangle labels now, 25 by 76. It's really, oh my God, there are new labels then. Right, but we also have these like different laser, like holographic labels as well. And now I'm actually using circular labels. I'm gonna choose from it, okay? I'm gonna choose from it. So we also have these like Christmas labels as well. But now I'm actually using this rainbow color, and then I just tap for a connection, this one. And then it will guide us to a template and make it much easier for us to edit any labels. So in here, down below here, if you scroll to the right here, we also have all this function. You could choose from it. So this one, we could also grab from our photo album as well. If you do have some sticker resource available on your mobile devices, you can also just print them straightforward. For example, let me print a thank you label, shall we? Let me print a thank you label. This is really amazing. And here on the left of this column right here, the left one here, we have the center function. So make it much easier for us to, you know, change their position. Like you want it to face in different orientation, is feel free. And if you're satisfied with this, you just hit the print button. And then here, if you think the entire labels is like not in the center, you could easily move the entire labels like horizontal, leftwards or rightwards or upwards, downwards, everything. And you could also add the number of copy if you need to print several. But for the first time, if you just start using this print for your first time, I recommend you to print a test label before you actually print multiple copy. But as I have some experience, I will just start printing it with various labels. So if you guys are familiar with this printer, you could also print everything like in with numerous continuously. You could print them continuously after you're familiar with this printer. So that is just how it looks now. We just create this label. And they're all sticker paper, you know, they're all sticker paper. You could feel free to peel them off. You could easily peel them off, right? They're all sticker paper, and this label are sticker paper. No, this label is sticker paper. So this is how it works. And you could also easily, you know, you could easily just label it. You could easily label them on your package. It's really great. So for example, if you're packing an order like this, right? You could just label them, guys. You could just label them, just do it like this. It's gonna be really great. So you can label them like this. And not just that. You could also print some other thing. For example, you could also, so if you're not sure, if you don't have any design by yourself, you could also check our templates down there. We also have a few great templates for you guys. For example, you can make some commodity labels using our templates, and everything inside here, you could feel free to add it. Let's try this one, okay? And this is the thing. So if you click on any of the items right there, you could feel free to add any of them. Even you could also change this QR code as well. You could import it as an image, or you put in a number, so it's gonna change. And also for this word, you could also make it like not underlined. You could even change the font shape. You see, we have over like hundreds of free fonts for you guys to choose, which is really amazing. And this one is really great for business people if you need to change your own title and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna change the name to all Phomemo, right? As we don't have many friends right now, so I will just change our own brand name. So really here, everything, feel free to change it. It's really great, and you could just hit print, okay? Let's print 2 continuously for you guys to have a look. Okay, which is really great. Thank you for the likes. Who is there right now with me? So this one, so you now just create another amazing labels. This one circular labels and rainbow, okay? This is the one. And you don't need to worry the ink will fade. This one having a really strong adhesion, and also is waterproof and oil proof. Let me show you guys. If you spray some waters onto this label, right? Waters on the labels, and even if you wipe it, the text would not fade, okay? The ink would not fade. So it's really great for the package. If you're packing order for a rainy day, this is one of a great thing. Okay. So this is our M110. The biggest size for it is actually 2-inch. So now we're using a 2-inch label, so that is its widest size compatible with for our M110. And now we're gonna go to the next printer. Now we're gonna go to the next printer, which is our M220 there, this one. Amazing. So now we're gonna use this one, right? So what's the difference for this is that it has a wider screen and also support with wider labels. And also for this printer, it used the same charging cord, but it has a upgraded lid, button for open the lid. You just press this one and it will open for you. And you see that this Label Maker M220 could actually print with wider labels, right? So it means that not just for business use, if you love to doing some home organization, you could actually print some home organization labels with our M220 as well. So it's really great. Okay, so for this one, let me think, what kind of label should we use with this? Hi guys, if you are here for the first time, feel free to say in our last room, okay? Yeah. Which label should we use? Which label should we use? So I do have this one. I think this one is 50 by 70. Okay, actually I could use this one for you guys to have a look. We could create some organization labels with our white sticker paper. Okay, let's try using this one. So let's do revision. If you need to insert the paper, how are you gonna do it? So I have to make sure the printing side this way is facing towards the printing head on the wall. So that is the orientation. You should put it in and then close the other end lid and then put it back to this label area and then grab the papers to the roller position. So in this case, this printer could detect the labels and then we turn on the power. That's everything we need to do, you see? And this button on the right could fed the paper. It could change. It could detect the site for this label. So it will stop until this gap here. So this is just how it works. Okay, now, so for example, if you need to print anything for this, let's reconnect to this printer, right? Same, we're gonna use the same app called Printmaster, and on the right top corner there, let's connect to our printer, M220 this time. So tap for connection. It's really easy to use it, and the same, everything is the same, but now we need to choose the size. So now I'm using a white label, which is 50 by 70. 50 by 70, so we just need to find one. And here you actually see all the different paper size, which is really great. You could just change any. So for example, if you want to make some organization labels like this one, right? If you guys not sure how to customize, edit a particular labels, now is our tutorial time. Okay, I'm gonna print something like this, right? Okay, first I'm gonna say, let's do a shampoo. Let's do for shampoo. This one. And for the fonts, I want it to be bigger, so I could do it like this. And I also want to change the thing. And I want to make it in the middle, right? And then I'm gonna add some icon, like some skincare, shampoo product and stuff. So you can really just choose from it. Appliance, equipment, not here, cosmetic and skincare. Right, body lotion, shampoo. Do we have it? Shampoo, yay! So this one, I could make it just above my text, so I want it in the middle. So you could, and once you think its position should be staying in here, right? If you think its position is fixed, you could lock it up. You could lock it up. So here, if you scroll to the right there, we have a lock function. So in this case, you're not able to move it anywhere. You see, I'm actually trying to move it, but it's fixed. And also for this text, I could also make it in the middle as well, like this. And also if I, for example, if I label this one in here, I could also grab it back to the center position. So that is just what we could do. Okay, and same, we could just, oh my God, we could copy it. We could also lock it up. So in this case now, these two things are locked in the center, locked in their position. And I'm gonna add another icon, for example, live. Oh my God, which is really great. So we could add like a shower, oh yes, this one. We could add this, you see? Oh my God. We could also rotate them, you see? Make it in the bottom, maybe just like here, and then, yeah. So now I think everything should move upwards a little bit as this bath tube is downwards, and then I'm gonna make it in the middle. This one center, no. In the middle, but upwards a little bit, like about this way. And then we're gonna unlock the thing. We're gonna lock this too, and then unlock the sticker on the top, and then change its position and go back to center again. Now that is basically everything you could do. And if you want to add a border, feel free to do so. So let's see what else we could do. Oh my God, not this one. Okay, so maybe just like this. So if you're satisfied with that, we're just gonna hit the blue button. But I still think the entire labels is like too downwards. I want it to move entirely vertical upwards. I could change this way here. Okay, I could choose to move them entirely upwards like this, and then rightwards a little bit. And then if you're satisfied with this one now, you can print a test paper to see whether it meets your expectation. So let's have a look, which is really great. So if you want to create this label for home organization, definitely check them up. So this is the label, guys, but now I think it have too many blank space in the bottom. So I want it to move vertically downwards again, like about this way, and then let's print another one. Let's print another one. You could just choose to adjust everything until you're satisfied with them. Right. I think this one might be great then. So this is the one right now, great. And we could also peel them off. You know, we could still peel them off. We could peel them off if we want, just like this. And this becomes our shampoo sticker. Wow, really great. So you could really just label them in the package there like this, okay? You could still label them like this. And as we are labeling for shampoo, right, they're in a really moisture and really wet room there. So for example, if we spray some water, so for example, every time when we finish for shower, it might be full of this water, so you might worry the ink would fade. The labels might be, you know, need to be replaced every time. But this one, you see, oh my God, my screen is wet as well. So this one, you see, even if I spray the water directly on this label, the ink is not fading, and also this label is not falling off. And if you don't want it anymore, you can still peel it out without leaving any residue, okay? You can still peel it out without leaving any residue. So it's really fairly clean on the surface. So this is our amazing labels. That is the crazy things about our labels. So you don't need to worry the ink will fade or something. So it's a really great, really great labels about our label maker. So we just go through our M220 and also our M110 now. So that is basically the main differences about them. And now, guys, they are having a great deals. So let me bring them for you. Here, we also prepare a comparison chart for you guys. So definitely you could check them up, okay? You could check them up. Let's have a look on our business label maker. So first, we're gonna check with our M110. This one is having a deal. It's only $57. If you apply with our code, right, on the top of the screen, let me count for you. So if you apply with the 15% off code, you only need to pay for $49, which saves you $8 more on this business label maker M110. We also have another one that is our M220, this one, right? We also have this one. So guys, you could definitely click on our link below for it. So this one is slightly cheap, it's slightly higher in price. This one's $69, but if you apply with the code, it's gonna save you $10, which in total you actually save for $19 on this business label maker. And our comparison chart on the screen there make it much easier for you to make a better decision. So basically, the difference between M110 and M220 is their paper size compatibility. So the M220, the bigger one, support with wider labels up to 3 inch. The smallest one, M110, only support up to 2-inch label. And they have the same resolution, same way for connection and charging. Yeah, they also support with the same paper size as well. So basically, type actually, paper size. So basically, that's everything for our label maker. And oh, what a pity today we don't have many people with me. So that is basically everything today for our label maker series. And guys, don't remember to apply with this code on your order, okay? You could use it for 15% off. But this one is a one-time code. If you want to use this code for several times, I would recommend you to sign up with a different email address. So in that case, you could use this code for more than one time. Okay, that is pretty much everything today in here. So if you guys do have any question, if you want us to do a different kind of live stream tutorial for you next time, you could definitely leave a comments down below in our video there. We will check it every day. So we will make sure that we bring you the contents that you want to see. Okay, that is pretty much for today. Thank you guys so much, and we should see you next Sunday. Well, we should see you on Sunday then. Thank you guys so much. So we're gonna say goodbye now. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my live stream. Haha. Whoa.